Thanks to the support as a channel member, Mumongu Gaming. We just managed to sell Di Girolamo for £12.5 million, and I'm still not stopped giggling about it. Hello and welcome to part 81 of the Tour de France. I'm Kevin. Coming up on today's episode with our first Champions League group game of the year away against Rangers, and we face Nice in Ligue 1. Our Champions League group, by the way, much more friendly than it was last time. I tell you what, winning the Europa League, good idea. You're getting that top seed first pot for the draw. So that looks like a very winnable group as far as I'm concerned. We should have some Champions League fun and all the money that comes with it, hopefully. We've started the season very well in addition to that. I don't know why my custom view has disappeared off of there. There we go. As you can see, apart from the Chelsea game, which we saw in the last episode, and the Paris Saint Germain game, apart from these big games against teams we're supposed to lose against, we are unbeaten. We're sat there very nicely, third place in the league, having just watched Paris Saint Germain do to Monaco what they did to us. So clearly they're just going to do that to everybody, win every game. Haaland's already scoring at more than a goal a game. It is frankly ridiculous how good Paris Saint Germain have become. I thought they were good earlier on in the save, but they are spectacular now, and there's very little we can do about it. But I think the main headline is the transfer business we were able to do on and in the run-up to deadline day. I mean, in fact, it was all on deadline day. Looking at this, I think, had we signed this guy before? Maybe we hadn't signed him. He was briefly before deadline day, just a new backup goalkeeper, just so we had someone with a little bit more grown-up experience than the two kids we had as our backup goalkeepers previously. We are a Champions League club, don't you know? But the big news is we were able to get £12.5 million for Alessandro Di Girolamo, which is absolutely bonkers. We signed him for 1.7 million. Bearing in mind this guy's a striker, 4 goals in 32, 5 goals in 32, 1 goal in 23, and 0 goals in the 4 games he played for us this season, averaging, if we're generous, a 6.8 in, nearly 100 games for the club. He was rubbish, and 27, and I don't know how we've managed to pull off that absolute mugging against Lyon, but we have, and we reinvested the money. We went out and bought a young striker, Riyad Serra, who, I mean, yeah, he's probably not any better. And we, bearing in mind this was all rushed together, and we are really struggling to find young up-and-coming strikers. We thought we might have one here. Maybe we don't. I mean, he has got 3 goals in 2 games for our B team, but that is where he is living at the moment, down in the under-19s, down in the B team, and we'll see how he develops. Yeah, you can tell it was a bit rushed. But the next one was a better signing. Now we freed up some money. We were able to get another Kevin. This is Kevin's at fullback on both sides now. Kevin Laurent is a 24-year-old French right back, capped previously at under-19 level. 3 stars of current ability. Does put him ahead of Frey on the current ability thing. Frey is down to 2.5 stars of current ability now, and at 31 years old. If anyone wants to buy him in January, we're probably open to doing some business. Now, Laurent is in. He's in from Augsburg, having previously played for Nancy when he was in France before, down in the National League. So he's another one who's never really broken through anywhere, and we've brought him straight into playing the Champions League. It's a Jamie Vardy situation. This is becoming our speciality. We did it with Bertrand previously. Now we're doing it with this guy. And then the final signing was Victor Schwartz, who is a centre-back / left-back. We needed some cover at left-back as well. He's another one who isn't quite as good as I hoped he would be from the very rushed scout report. But you know what? We needed numbers in the squad. We got rid of Di Girolamo, who wouldn't have played. Brought him 3 players who are just as likely to play. And in fact, Laurent will probably be our first choice right back going forward. So I consider that acceptable business. The bank balance certainly benefited from it. And we've got budgets left to spend as well. So that all being said, let's go play Rangers. So this is the team for the Rangers game. We are getting ever so slightly closer to the dream of having a team of Kevins. We've got our fullbacks are both Kevins now. So it's Magotho in goal, a back 4 of Kevin Simon, Say Capital, and Kevin Laurent. 9 more to go. Milinkovic at the base of the midfield, Fowry and Del Palacio Langer ahead of him, and then Benavides on the left and Guema on the right, and Afkir Omar up front. We are looking to send a little bit of a message at the start of this Champions League campaign. Last time we were in the Champions League, it didn't really work out our way. We struggled in the Champions League, And then that in turn led to us struggling domestically. And all in all, we had a pretty poor season the last time we made it to this point. But we have had a good European season under our belts now, obviously winning the Europa League last year. We have sent a message to the rest of Europe that we are not to be messed with. And now we'd like to send another message with bells on, showing that we're going to go and win our Champions League group. And we might actually be a bit of a threat in this tournament as well. I mean, we're not going to win it, not this year, but Capital's broken himself there. That was really worrying. He just kind of collapsed. Oh, it's only a bruised shin. Okay, we don't need to worry about a bruised shin. He can play through a bruised shin. Goodness me, what does he need shins for? He's just there to head the football. I've noticed Rangers are playing my diamond, which I am a little bit heartbroken to see. But and that guy's got excellent hair. Duncan with the excellent hair for them. Lovely stuff. But is that another? Have they got 2 Mohawks in their team? That's a little bit extravagant, if you ask me. That is a missed header. Tell me that wasn't Capital with the missed header, and we've actually conceded the first goal. This is not part of the script for today. We were supposed to just beat Rangers comfortably. I have no concept of how good Rangers are compared to us, how good the French league is compared to the Scottish league. Probably similar sort of level, except France have got Paris Saint Germain and Scotland don't really have anyone like that. But I imagine the also ran teams like Rangers, like us, are probably similar kind of level. I assume. I don't know. We certainly don't seem to be creating anything. I might have got into this a little bit too overconfident. Come on, chaps. Let's sort our lives out. Shall we take off Capital? Is that the right thing to do? Laurent, by the way, can play centre-back as well. He's 6'3". And I know you lot are probably going to tell me he is a centre-back because you're going to look at the fact he's only got 2 for crossing and decide that he's actually a centre-back. But I would argue 9 for heading. I mean, Capital's only got 10 for heading, hasn't he? I mean, we can't get perfect players with the budgets that we've got available. We are going to leave Capital on for now. He doesn't seem to... I mean, it's a bruised shin. Like I say, what does he even need a shin for? So we'll hopefully drag ourselves back into this match in this second half. We need to at least draw it, or else this is going to be another very miserable Champions League campaign. And I don't want another miserable Champions League campaign. I want a happy Champions League campaign. And Omar is in, the ball over the top from Nguema, and that is a decent save from the Rangers goalkeeper. And Omar has been struggling a little bit for form again this season. Only scored a couple of goals. They were both in the most recent league game. Other than that, all of the attacking threat really has come through Del Palacio Langer. Benavides has been injured for a lot of the season so far. And we're not really firing in the way we usually fire, even though we are still good enough to beat most of the teams in France. Because like I say, pretty weak league. Similar in a lot of ways to Scotland, I imagine. Laurent playing it forward to Nguema. And now Fowry. Can somebody just whip this into the area and do a football? Nguema is in behind, squares it to Benavides, and it's his first goal of the season. We saw him do that a gazillion times last year, and it is good to have him back. Travis Mantelo has had a nice little run playing out on that left wing. He's got some assists. He's played well. But the one thing he doesn't really have in his locker is this ability to be in the right place at the right time at the far post and grab goals. Benavides in a full season will get 20+ goals out there. Mantelo won't. And I think that's really, really key for us, especially when Omar isn't scoring. Right, we can go on and win this game now. There's enough time to go and win it. Laurent is charging down the left-hand side, but gives the ball away. But it's a weird pass back towards the goalkeeper that Omar was close to intercepting. And now it's Benavides. Ball over the top to Fowry, who brings it down on I mean, that was beautiful. That was Cantona-esque from Fowry, the way he brought that down. And it is another corner for us. It's Del Palacio Langer. Capital is in the middle. We actually went for Kevin Simon, our left back, which he shouldn't even be in there. I know my set piece instructions don't include having our left back at the near post for corners, unless they've just done something stupid again. We've had problems with set pieces changing. Why? 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 Oh no, there is no version of reality where I want Capital lurking on the edge of the area and Kevin Simon at the near post. I have obviously not told it to do that. And again, it's swapped someone else in here as well. Why does it change? Absolutely hideous. Right, when we go far post, it hasn't changed. It's set up how it originally was. That is ridiculous. How many corners? We've had 6 corners today. I feel like we're owed a goal. If we'd had those 6 corners with Capital actually in position, we might have had a chance. That's not the substitution I want to make. Hold on. Undo that. We're going to bring Frey on, and Laurent can go across to play there. I am fuming. Right, Del Placio Langer is having a poor game. Christopher Robin, our European expert, can come on for him. I'm really glad that beeping noise is going on out there. One moment. Well, the annoying beeping has stopped, so let's get back into this football match. I think I've done my substitutions. Oh, we've done 2. We've got a third one to bring on. We'll do that on the 80th minute with 10 minutes to go. It's probably going to be Omar who comes off because he's not having the best of games. Not that we particularly have anyone who's going to come on and make a difference up top, but this is not what was supposed to happen. They've got a player called Fashion who's scored twice against us, and that troubles me greatly. It's Fashion Jr. It is the son of Fashion. Oh, my word. Right, we're going to leave Omar on. Benavides is tired. Bamba can come on, and this is not ideal. Apparently, we just don't enjoy the Champions League. I can't believe Rangers are better than us. That just seems unfathomable. We've just not played very well. Laurent obviously missing a header because, as we already established, he can't head a football. we already identified that earlier in the video. I'm demanding more. We are bottom of a group that looks impossible not to win. And that's not ideal. Right, Nguema. Let's at least grab the equaliser now. Frey charging down the right-hand side the way we know he can so well, but he doesn't get there this time, even though he's fresh. There's Frey again, plays it into Omar, and Omar does grab the goal. The referee's got his finger in his ear, but that's got to be a goal, surely. Omar finding the back of the net. Come on, VAR, do. Oh, for goodness sake. I don't believe it was off. Right, let's have a look. Is he? I mean, he is offside. He's miles offside. Both of them are offside. Ridiculous. We've been comfortably the better team here. I do not understand how we are losing this match. Right, equaliser now. Come on, gentlemen. We're better than this. Do you not remember Europe last year? We loved it. We had a fantastic time. Just because it's the Champions League doesn't... We played against so many teams better than this lot. In the Europa League last year. We're just afraid of the Champions League, it seems. Simon, across to Milinkovic. And now the ball forward, looking for Omar. If he can bring that down, and he does. That's brilliant from Omar. But then he doesn't have the finish. Their goalkeeper has had a fantastic game. That's not ideal either. Robin, Christopher Robin with the in-swinger. Is Christopher Robin going to be the hero again? Of course he's not. I'm still angry about FM doing me over with the corners. What would the score have been if our set pieces had been set up properly? I'm going to have to go and fiddle with them before the next match. I hate it. I hate having to do it. And Christopher Robin is the hero in Europe again. This is 2 European matches in a row. He's grabbed a goal. He is very average domestically. I mean, we talk about Omar not being a big game player. So he's brilliant when it doesn't matter, and then he disappears in games like this. Christopher Robin is literally the opposite. He's not very good, but my word, is he a big game player, and he turns up with these massive, massive moments to grab us an equaliser in a game we still should have won, but at least we don't come away with a defeat we definitely didn't deserve. Christopher Robin, what a hero. Folks, just want to take a moment to thank today's episode sponsor, Manscaped.com. And Manscaped are currently leading the charge against something we've probably all experienced from time to time. Gamer groin. We've all lost hours upon hours sat in our lovely comfortable gaming chairs playing Football Manager and not really paying attention to anything else. And that includes good hygiene. And that's where Manscaped comes in. Because thanks to Manscaped, gamer groin is a thing of the past. And the Performance Package 4.0 from Manscaped has everything you need to take your hygiene to the next level. Starting with public enemy number 1, an unruly bush. Excess body hair can lead to a buildup of sweat and bacteria, which in turn leads to that stinky odor and the feeling that you probably need to get things cleaned up down there. And that's where the Lawnmower 4.0 from Manscaped comes in. This is within the performance package, and it's awesome. It features skin-safe technology, which prevents cuts and nicks and other disasters that you don't want to experience when you're trimming down there. Plus, it's waterproof, so you can use it in the shower, and has an LED light that comes on automatically when you're using it. That really helps you to, you know, see what you're doing down there. The performance package also includes 2 products that I didn't know I needed until I realized I really needed them. The Crop Preserver Ball Deodorant and the Crop Reviver Ball Toner Spray. Because let's face it, you put deodorant on your ever sweaty areas. They're sweaty areas. This stuff, in this heat, game changer. And the Crop Reviver is the perfect thing for when you've been sat at your desk for hours and hours and feel like you could just do with freshening up. You just pop the top, get it into position, few quick spritzes, and it does what it says on the tin. It revives you. Also included in the Performance Package 4.0 is the Weed Whacker Ear and Nose Hair Trimmer. This thing, genuinely awesome for getting rid of those irritating little hairs that they just itch, don't they? They just itch, they get in the way, they make you sneeze. This gets the job done. And also for a limited time with the Performance Package, you get not 1, but 2 free gifts. Firstly, the Shed travel bag. I use one of these whenever I'm going away to put all of my hygiene products in, and it just keeps it all... It's good. It's a good travel bag. And my personal favourite, Manscaped pants. I will forever continue working with Manscaped for as long as they keep sending me more pairs of pants, because they're great pants. So quite frankly, what are you waiting for? The Performance Package 4.0 is awesome. And if you buy it using my discount code LOLLUJO, you can get 20% off and free international shipping. That's 20% off plus free shipping when you use code LOLLUJO at manscaped.com. Your butt, body and balls will thank you. Biggest signing of the entire save. Look who's back. Big Fat Dennis has returned home as under-19s manager. He actually retired from playing 3 years ago. He was then out of work for 3 years, and I didn't notice. He spent a short period managing this team, but didn't last very long. He was then the reserves manager here. We've plucked him for being the reserves manager at this random little club, and he is now our under-19s manager. I mean, he's no good, but who cares? It's only our under-19s. They're only really, really crucial to the future of the football club. Big Fat Dennis is in, and I'm very happy about it. Well, because Capital didn't have a proper injury, he is fit to play in the next game, so no changes needed, and hopefully we're going to be back to our free-flowing, attacking football, beautiful best. Now we're back in the league, although I can't help but think in terms of Champions League hangover, I am doing the thing where you rest the players for 2 days from training after a midweek game, because it seems to have a much bigger impact than recovery training. We've talked before about how recovery training supposedly is as good, if not better, than resting the players from training entirely. Definitely doesn't seem to be the case in FM22. I've been experimenting with it a lot, particularly in the network game over on Twitch. And yeah, it made a huge difference to allowing my Everton team to win the Premier League whilst also competing in Europe. We did it last year as well, and obviously we finished second in the league whilst winning the Europa League. So we're doing it again. I think it's the way to get around the European hangover. But a European hangover is different to a Champions League hangover, and we did struggle the last time we were in the Champions League. And I noticeably, Nice are playing a diamond as well, which is what Rangers played against us, and we did struggle with. So I hope we've... what a save from Magothu. I hope we've not been found out and the diamond is the route to ruining us, because for the first time in goodness knows how many years, we probably don't have a squad that could switch to a diamond because we don't have a second striker. Omar's just there going, yeah, you don't need a second striker. I'll do all the goals for you, boss. Well, you need to have done more than 3 so far this season then. I want my original version of Afkir Omar back that scores all the goals all the time. Goodness me. He's very fortuitous there. I'm surprised that's not got down as an own goal. It looked like it was going wide from the original shot, but it has been credited to Omar, so I guess it wasn't. But Magothu is just standing there on the ball, waiting for something to happen. Say decides to drop short, And now it's Nguema looking for that ball over the top that he is always looking for. And unfortunately, he's overhit that one a little bit. And even Omar, with all his pace, wasn't going to be able to chase onto that one. But Say winning the ball back comfortably again in midfield. And now Lange trying the ball over the top for Omar. Also a little bit overhit. I'm just checking we haven't got extended highlights on because this is a really weird highlight. But no, apparently this is a key highlight. And Capital thundering his header back towards Magothu. And it's back with Say again. All we're going to do here is look for one of our guys to hit the ball over the top for Omar. That's all we ever do, he says. And now we're playing it through nicely to Omar and trying to get Benavides involved on the left-hand side. It's Simon playing it into Lange. The flick on for Omar. And there's no doubt about that one, apart from the fact it's going to be disallowed for offside. It was a fantastic finish, though. If he was fortuitous on the first, that was, I mean, goodness me, that one stayed hit and does look a little bit like we might be getting the return of Omar doing Omar things. Even though this one disallowed for offside, and once again, he's well offside. He's still not fully on his game, is he? Even when he looks impressive, you realise he's had to cheat to get into the position where he can look impressive. Oh, what do I have to do? He obviously needs competition for places. We need another top striker to come in and force him to perform. Laurent now playing it forward to Del Palacio Lange, who nods it down for Omar again. I mean, Del Palacio Lange, not really known for his aerial ability, but there's been a couple of times in this match now where the big ball has been played up to him rather than over the top for Omar to chase, and he's nodding it down for Omar or Benavides, and it seems to be working quite well. You know what I haven't done? Changed the set pieces. After all that whinging in the last match, I got distracted by the advert, and we are still set up ridiculously for these set pieces. So let's just... Now we should be a bit more of a threat. I mean, there really is no point playing Capital if you're not going to put him on that near post for corners. So at least we've fixed that one now. And Nguema playing it across to Lange, and now it ends up with Omar, and that one's got to be onside. Referee, please keep your hands away from your face for the rest of the match. That's how you get spots. My word. This one's onside. I have no doubt at all. This one is onside. It is a goal awarded. Yes, we'll proceed with our tactical changes. But Benavides picking up, I think, his second assist of the game as well. And Omar does look like he is back in form. It's a lovely little pass into Omar. First time on his weak foot as well. Afkir Omar's back, boys and girls. It's going to be another 30-goal season from him. There's no stopping him now. I don't know how good Nice are. I think that, from memory, they were quite good last year, weren't they? They don't seem to be offering much in the way of resistance today, although it is dangerous saying things like that while they're on the attack. That being said, we've pressed them all the way back into their own half. And if they're not careful, it's going all the way back to their goalkeeper. And we are just not giving them any time on the ball, closing them down constantly. This is great pressing work from everyone involved in that front three. And it ends up back with us because they just they had no time to pick the right pass. And now it's with Laurent on the right-hand side, playing it forward, looking for Omar again. It's a poor pass. You don't play it in the air for Omar like that, but Say wins the ball back. Now Benavides, that's the pass for Omar. We've seen a few people try and hit it today. Benavides has hit it perfectly, though. Omar has a hat-trick. Benavides has all 3 assists, and that is Tor at our very best right there. We've just got a queue of people all looking to play that pass to Omar. And when we get it right, he is absolutely unplayable when he gets in one-on-one with a goalkeeper like that. And we are only 2 points behind Paris Saint Germain still. Obviously, they've got another 6 points to add to that from the 2 times we play them, and they inevitably beat us. But we are looking good for that top 2 finish again, which gets you straight into the Champions League group stages. Laurent now on the right-hand side. Oh, that was a tempting cross for Benavides, and I think that's an own goal. I mean, it's gone down for Benavides. It looked like Jan Couto is the one who hit that, but maybe it was just a weird little animation glitch. We'll look at it from the other side. So Simon plays it across. It's with Fowry now, and now Laurent. This was a lovely cross. And, okay, the defenders kicked it into Benavides. That's why it looked like the defender is the one who hit it, because he is the one who hit it. He wasn't hitting it into the net, though. He cleared it into Benavides, and it's deflected into the goal. 4-0 to us. We are absolutely rampant, and it's with Laurent again, trying to hit the ball over the top for Omar again, who then plays it across to Benavides, who, I mean, he must be on for a 10 out of 10 here today. 3 assists, 2 goals for Benavides in the first half. I mean, we don't miss Millet at all, do we? Look at the way these two are playing together today. This has been fantastic, and it's good to see Omar returning the favour with an assist as well. We could conceivably, bearing in mind it's still the first half, we could conceivably get both of those two onto a 10 out of 10 today, which, I mean, that doesn't bode very well for Nice. But there you go. They are both sat there on the 10 out of 10. And the cross comes in from Del Palacio-Langer from the free kick. And there's Benavides' hat-trick. What a day. I mean, Champions League hangover. It doesn't exist anymore. We are getting our revenge for what happened to us in the Champions League. It's a hat-trick for Benavides. It's a hat-trick for Omar. Benavides has been involved in all 6 goals. It is one of the greatest attacking performances I have ever seen in Football Manager from Benavides. And Omar's not been too shabby either. Wowzers. Right, I think we should probably look to save some tired legs now. We have played midweek. And we're just going to do all 5 substitutions because why not? Capital can come off for Bertrand. That's a nice, easy one. And I don't understand why we don't have Manktolo on the bench. So we can't take off both Omar and Benavides because we've only got one attacker to bring on. Unless we put... No, we'll just... Let's put Bamba out wide on the left. Well, Benavides will solidify his 10 out of 10. He has been so very good today. We'll bring Costa on as well. We don't have to automatically bring Gonzalez on anymore. I said we're going to make all 5 changes. I don't think we need to make anymore. Maybe we'll bring Vaquero on for Milinkovic. But the other 2, I don't think we necessarily need to make. We'll just wait and see if anybody gets tired. Del Palacio-Langer with a free kick. And it was a very good one and was millimetres away from being 7-0. Nice are rock bottom of the league. I think we have to take this with a pinch of salt. It doesn't matter how good Nice were last year. Clearly this year, they are absolute trash. We'll bring Gonzalez on in midfield for once, which is a nice little treat for him. That's part of Laurent joining the club. We don't always have to use him at right back anymore. He'll probably play slightly less. But when he does play, he'll more likely to be in midfield. And now Simon, I mean, he's playing as an inverted wing back now. He's just decided to sit there in front of the back 2. Why not? We're going to call him Kevin Zinchenko from now on. Nguema forward to Laurent on the right-hand side. And Bamba peels away at this far post. And Oliver Vaquero. I don't understand how that's his 4th goal of the season. He's barely played. They must include goals for the B team. But Vaquero, in a rare outing for him these days, does grab the 7th goal. And we are quite good at football, boys and girls. Somehow Monaco is still above us. I don't know why we've got the under-18 division on here. What's gone on there? That's going to be there for dozens of episodes now until I notice it again. But 7-0, we'll take that. The league is looking good. And we'll be back tomorrow to try again in the Champions League. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.